Hello everyone, welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. My name is Anuradha and today's session is on the different SSB interview questions, especially for freshers. Now these interview questions will be with sample answers and this is only the beginning, the part 1 of the session on the SSB interview questions for freshers. Now, SSB interview for freshers is a golden opportunity, not because they will be assessed in a different manner, but because the procedure will be new to them. And this will make them have a relaxed attitude and will bring out their true personality. By the time you are a repeater, you will see pressure mounting on you regarding the changes you make during the subsequent attempts. So, freshers, although you will not be assessed differently, you still have a better chance to make because you are not asked this question: how was this attempt different from previous one, and what changes you made from your previous attempts? So, here we will give you some sample interview questions and certain sample answers that you can give when you'll be asked these kinds of questions in your SSB interview. But before that, let me tell you now that if you want to prepare for your upcoming defense competitive exams at the comfort of your home, you can log on to our website ssbcrackexams.com and subscribe to the different courses there. You can also follow us on our YouTube channel, our Instagram page, our Twitter page, join our Telegram group, and also you can check out our different courses on learn.ssbcrackexams.com. We also have our mobile app, so you can now download the mobile app from the Google Play Store. So let's start with some of the important tips that you need to remember while you are answering for the SSB interview questions. Make sure your answers in the interview are matching with two things: your SD in psych test and your PIQ. Be blunt in anything that is asked to you. Don't hide anything. If you have a weakness, just tell it to them and also tell how you are trying to overcome it. And this is very important. Next, think of this interview as a conversation, obviously a formal one. Do not say bad things about friends or parents when asked about them. This shows your integrity and love towards your friends or parents that you're giving away their weaknesses to a stranger. Also, be specific to the interview and to the point. Be diplomatic, blunt, and observe things. Now, I'm going to give you certain important sample interview questions and the answers you can give, starting with if you are still studying. And the questions come like, why didn't you try for SSB after 12th through NDA? Now, this answer basically depends on your own self-reasoning. For example, if you say you tried, then you might be asked, why didn't you clear your written or your SSB? If you say you didn't, then you might be asked, what made you interested in defense now? So be prepared for these kinds of questions. Next question that can be asked is, if you couldn't join the armed forces, what are your alternate career or study options? Now, this is a tricky question. Many candidates tend to stick to the point that they will make it or they don't want to join anything else apart from defense. Now, let's be real here. You need to have a backup plan. If you don't have one, get one and say it. The next question that can be asked is, tell the competitive exams that you have appeared in chronological order. Now, you need to tell the interviewing officer or officers about all the exams that you appeared for, their outcome, what were the setbacks you were not able to clear, and why were you not able to clear it if you had taken entrance coaching. The next kind of question can be about like, tell me the marks you scored starting from your 10th till date and any special achievements in them. Also tell me about your extracurricular activities that you have been a part of during this time. Now, you need to know your marks from the beginning for these kinds of questions. This is important because starting from 10th, everything was a turning point in your life till your graduation. So, you must be knowing your 10th marks, 12th marks, and marks of all the years of graduation, preferably semester-wise. Another thing that you can be asked is, do you smoke or drink? Now, this is tricky, especially if you are going for 10 plus 2 entries or if you are a Muslim in specific. While you are underage to consume alcohol while in 10 plus 2 entry, you are not allowed by religion and culture if you are a Muslim. Here, if you say that you do drink in these cases, you will be judged. Similarly, if you say that you smoke, be known that it is a bad habit, so get rid of it. Now, if you have already completed your studies, the questions can be like, Why are you not working anywhere? How are you surviving without a job? Now, if you couldn't crack a college placement, tell them the reason. You were not up to the selection level, or you had different options, or you had less percentage to attend the placement. Whatever, just be frank, but also to tell how you overcame that. You could also say that I am now freelancing, even if you're doing any sort of help without pay that relates to your skill, and could say that now I'm looking for a job. The next question that can be asked is, what do you hate about your current job, or why do you want to leave your current job? Now, if you already have a job, do not bitch about it and say why you hate it. It is bad manners. If you are thinking to leave your current job, do tell valid reasons, but not like manager is not good or I couldn't cope up with the work hours and so on. You could say that I'm looking for growth in my field. If you don't plan to leave your job, just say that you like your job, but joining defense is your passion and is always your first priority. Right? The next question that can come up is how you have prepared for your SSB, or have you taken any coaching? Now, tell that you had an overview of how SSB is conducted and how to perform. The catch is that do not let them know that you know about SSB assessment procedure in case you do. Be blunt here. If you have taken any coaching, do tell, but not up to the point that you know each and everything about SSB. You might be asked, what have you learned in the coaching? So you have to tell that you had an overview of how SSP is conducted and how to perform. Simply. If you couldn't make it this time, then what will you do? Now be ready for a future plan, not just in this answer, but for your life also. If you don't have a future plan, you are not officer enough to get recommended. The next question that can be asked is, tell me the name of your girlfriend or boyfriend, two best friends, and what three qualities you like or dislike in them. Now, this is again a very tricky question. You might be asked to tell them their weaknesses, and with the flow, when you start criticizing them, ask yourself this question: why are you still with them when they are having these weak qualities? A person would be your friend if you see they do not lack any quality that your ideal friend must possess. So, a little here and there is okay. So, do not indulge yourself in criticizing full fledgedly about them. So, I hope that these sample answers, along with these sample interview questions, have given you a lot of insight about the different kinds of questions you can face in SSB interview. So, start preparing for these kinds of questions with your, very strong, constructive, and meaningful answers. And I will see you next on my next session with some more sample interview questions and the sample answers like these that I've already discussed with you in today's session. Also, do not forget to visit our website, SSP Crack Shop, and order of these books which will help you further in your preparation for SSP interview. You can also order them off from Amazon and Flipkart. So I'll see you next in my next session. Till then, work hard, believe in yourself, dream big. Jai Hind.